Okay, good afternoon. Let's take a look at the Daily Killer Sudoku, the easier one from today, Sunday, 17th of January. It's a 2 out of 10, so it shouldn't be too taxing. Before we start, let's take a look at what we can see, obviously. First of all, it doesn't look like there's any symmetry. There is symmetry, there's rotational symmetry. You can see this pattern and that pattern are the same. We can see a few gimmies floating around. You can see we can easily get that square sticking out, and again this square sticking out. Don't see too many others. There's a 1, 2, 3 obviously there for the 6 cage. Let's take a look at this and see how we go. So it looks like 5,000 people have tried it, 4,000 have solved it, and just under 4,000 didn't need hints. Okay, so let's take a look. So 1 and 3, remember we've got 1, 2, 3 here. Look, okay, we can sneak that. Now remember, each big square, each square of 9 needs numbers 1 to 9 in it, so they add up to 45. If we add all of these cages up, you can see, including the one sticking out, we have a total of 47. Meaning that one has to be a 2. 47 minus those in there, which are 45, means that's a 2. Same again here, remembering the rotational symmetry. 53 minus 45 is 8. That's an 8. So immediately we can start to clear out the options, meaning that has to be a 1, 3. Can't do anything further with that yet. But we've got an 8 in here. So we can't have any 8s in there. We can't have any 8s in there. Let's have a look in this box. We can clear out the 1s and 3s. Clear out a 3 there. Clear out a 3 there. Because once you've got a 1 and a 3 in this box of 9, you can't have any others in there. We can clear out a 3 and an 8 there. Now then, let's have a look at that one that we saw beforehand. So if we add all these up, each box is 45, so 3 boxes is 135, meaning that has to be a 9. So we can clear out any of these options for this 3 cage that don't have a 9 in. Also note we can't have an 8 in either of those, so we can clear that one out as well, giving us 2 options left over. Again, let's take a look over here. 135 for these 3 columns, these 3 boxes added together, making that a 3. So clear out any of the options here that don't have a 3 in them. And because we've got a 2 here, can't have a 2 there. So far, so very good. Now let's take a look at this. So by similar but different logic, we can say these 3 cages added together are 28. The whole box has to be 45. Therefore, 45 minus 28 is 17. These two have to be 17. Now, with the numbers 1 to 9, there's only one way of making 17, which is 8 and 9. So we can therefore say these have to be an 8 and a 9. Both of the options for this cage have 8 and 9 in them. This one, there's no 8 combination left possible. So therefore it has to be 1, 3, 9. So that's 9, that's 8, that's a 1. Let's look over here. We can clear out a 2, 9 option there. We can also get rid of any 8s and 9s in here, but that's it. Look down at this one. So now we've got a 9 here. It clears out any options with 9 in that case, so that's a 7, 8. We can now start to clear out 7s and 8s. And this is nice as well, look. There's a 2, 9 in that column, meaning that it's impossible for that square to be either 2 or 9. Therefore, you cannot have 2 or 9 in that box, because if you can't have 2 or 9 there, you can't have both of them in that box. So this has to be a 5, 6. We can now clear out from this 7 cage, we clear out the 5, 6, making that a 3, 4 combination. This one will be the numbers left over, which are 1, 2, and 9. So we're starting to get somewhere. here. We can clear out the 6s and the 5s, and we can clear out the 1 from that 1, 3, making this a 2, 7, 8. We can't have a 2 in there. Let's look at what we can do here now. Look, 2, 7, 8 in this cage, therefore this 13 cage cannot have 7 or 8 in it. All that's left is a 4, 9. There's a 4 here, making that a 9, and that a 4. So here we can obviously clear out 9 for the 9, the 4, we can clear out the 8. This has to be a 5, 6. Yeah, we're starting to get somewhere. Looking further up here, there's some easy ones here. Look, 9 in that cage and in that column. So this 1, this 5, 9 can't be. So this has to be a 6, 8, 6, 8. Take the 8 out of there. Look at this one as well. Can't be a 3, 9 because of that 9. Can't be a 4, 8 because of that 8. Therefore, this has to be a 5, 7. Which is nice because we can now, if there's a 7 in that column, we can clear that out. Therefore, the only number left not represented here is 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's got to be a 4. So we can look at these combinations, clear out any that don't have 4 in them. We've got 2 left. You can see in this square of 9, we've actually got a 5, 7 already. So we can clear out that option. So this is now a 1, 6. There's a 6 here, therefore 1, 6. Let's have a look at the rest of the squares here. We can clear out 5, 7, and we can clear out 5, 7. So these two 11s, these two 11 box cages have to be 2, 9 and 3, 8. But look, there's a 9 here, so it can't be 2, 9. So that one's 3, 8. This one's 2, 9. This 3, 8 clears out that 7 and that 8. Here we can now find where we're at. Can't be 2, 9 thanks to that. Can't be 3, 8. Can't be a 5, 6. Therefore, this has to be a 4, 7, which means no 4s. This has to be a 1, 2, 5. Okay. I think we're coming along quite nicely here now. Oh, and this 7 box as well. Look, there's a 1 and a 2 in this column, so the combinations of 1 and 2s are impossible. So this is a 3, 4. There's a 4 there already, so that's 3, 4. Now, interesting. So we've got, look, we've got all the numbers represented here. There's a missing number in this column here. We don't know whether that's a 5 or a 6, therefore this can be either a 5 or a 6. Can't be anything else because all of the other numbers are pretty much locked in. So this is either a 5 or a 6. So it won't help us too much, but we can get rid of the couple of combinations that don't have 5 or 6 in. For this, because we've got a 1 or 2 in this 9 box, we can also get rid of 1s and 2s. We also can't have an 8 in there because look, that 8 blocks out both of those two squares. So we've got 2 options left over. Also, let's have a look at this 8 now. So, that's easy. We missed this earlier. Look, only one of these two combinations has an 8 in. So that's now a 5, 9 combination. Means that can't be a 5, that's a 6. So the only one of those two combinations with a 6 in was 6, 3, 7. We can clear some up here. This one can't have a 5 or a 9 in it, thanks to that. Therefore, it's got to be a 4, 8. So let's stick the 4 and the 8 in. We can do some cleaning now. This 4, that can't be a 4, that can't be a 7. Thanks to that 7, we can clear those two up as well. Do a little bit more cleaning. That's 6. Clears that up. Okay, let's have a look where we are here. So this 7, you can see there's a 6 and a 4 in this column. Clearing out those two, that's therefore got to be a 2, 5 combination. We can clear that up. And now there's a 2 and a 9 in this column. So 2 and 9 can't be there. Neither of those can be 1. That can't be a 9. So we can now clean this up. You can see what's interesting here. There's no 1 in that box, and there's no 1 in that column. So this has got to have a 1 in it. Of the combinations left over, there's only 1 with 1. So that is now a 1, 6, 7. 1 and a 6 in there, so that can't be a 1 or a 6, making it a 7. Clear the 7 out of those two boxes. Now, 9 there, we can clear these up. 8 there, we can clear that up. 3, very nice, we can clear that up. 1 then gives us the 1, 6 placement, and we're getting a lot closer. Let's have a look at this 10 box. Look, there's a 6, 4 been put in there, so that can't be a 6, 4, so that's now a 2, 8. There's an 8 there, making this 2, 8. So we can now use that 2 to clean these up, 2, 5. Now what have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That has to be a 9, which is nice. So let's clear out the one combination that doesn't have a 9 in. And then for these two boxes here, it's either 4, 7 or 5, 6. There's a 4, meaning it can't be that. That's got to be 5, 6, so we can clear that up. And then finally, this one can't be a 5, 6 because we just put it in the 2 squares above that. It's got to be a 4, 7. And then let's look down here. So we can clear out the 2 combination for that 2. Can't. Oh yes, we can. Look, there's a 5, 6 here, which means that box cannot be a 5 or a 6. You can't have 5 or 6 in one box, so that combination is impossible, making this a 4, 7. We've already got a 7 there, so that's 4 and 7. That 7 lets us clean up there quickly. Oh, and that 1 lets us clean these as well. Now, let's have a look where else we are. Good. So look, 4 and a 7 in this 9 box, so you can't have a 4, 6 or a 3, 7. There's also an 8 up here, meaning there can't be an 8 elsewhere in that column. So this has to be a 1, 9. You can see we've got a 1 there and a 9 there, so this is a 9, 1 in that combination, which is nice. So this 1 now means there can't be a 1 in either of these two boxes, so that's a 2, 3. If that's a 2, 3 pair, that cannot be a 2, 3. That makes that a 1. 1 and a 2 there. That can't be a 1 or 2, so that's a 5, and it can't have a 5 in here. This 1 cleans that up to a 2, and that 2 cleans that to a 1. Okay, so let's have a look at this 17 box. We can't have a 1, 4, 7, or 9 in it. 1, 9, 9, 4, 4, 7. So that's got to be a 3, 6, 8. 8's already here, look, there and there. So take a 3, 6 out. And we've got a 3, so that can't be a 3, and that can't be a 6. That 6 cleans that up for us. That 3 also cleans that up for us. So what's missing in this box? 1, 2, 3, 4, we need a 5. Only combination 9, we've got 9 and 5 makes 14, so we need a 6 to complete the 20 cage. This column, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, not 7, my bad, 9. So if that's a 9, then what do we need in here? It's either 3, 6 or 4, 5. There's already 3 in there. Can't be 3, 6, so this is 4, 5. There's a 4, 5 there, making it 4, 5 like that, which lets us clean there and there. The 5 lets us clean there and there. Now, what's left? The only numbers missing from that square are 2 and 7. There's a 7 and a 2, making it 7, 2. And done. Now, 12 minutes, 19 seconds. Obviously, we weren't going for a speed run. This is all about learning. This was a fairly reasonable, straightforward 2 difficulty for people who are learning. I hope following it through with me and some of the explanation helped you see some of the basic techniques for these easier level Sudokus. Anyway, that's all we've got for now. So thanks for listening, and catch you in the next one very soon.